Hello and welcome to our Rubank Elementary Method Book series for the tuba. This series is for young tuba players, beginner tuba players, or anybody who is wanting to get a little bit better on their fundamentals. Today, we are going to be talking about how you're practicing wrong. A couple of lessons ago, we talked about the beginning of the notes, and we're going to continue that conversation today with a lot more tips and tricks that I have for you to get better at the beginning of your notes. The first thing that I want to talk about is to stress yet again how important the beginning of your note is. If the beginning of your note doesn't sound good, the rest of the note doesn't matter. We want this beginning of the note to sound as good as possible, so then when your great sustain of the note is there, it just adds to it. It's like candy on top, right? I talked about the necessity of using air a little bit in the previous video, but in this, we're going to talk specifically about practicing with air attacks. Now, there's a couple of different ways we can do this on and off the tuba. The way that I would recommend off the tuba is just practicing a nice air attack. So for example, if I'm looking at line 6, it's literally just the beginning of a note. That's all you want to use your air for at this level of where we're at for air attacks. You just want to get in the feel of what it feels like to start with a good amount of air. And then once we have that going well for us, we can begin to bop the note. Now, I don't know if there's a technical name for this. I've always heard it and just called it bopping the note. And basically, the rest of the note doesn't matter. You're literally just playing that first articulation. So it's about the length as what we were just doing with our air attack. I'll play the first couple measures of line 5 and we can practice bopping the note. Instead of, and then again for line 6, bopping the note would sound like this. Instead of, if you're having trouble articulating the beginning of a note, bopping the note is one of the best tools that I can give you to fix it, to correct it, because it does all those things we talked about in the previous video. It gets you to hear the note that you want to play in your head. It gets you to focus on your air, and it has you playing the note, just focusing on the beginning of the note without anything else. Once you get good at bopping, you can add the rest of the length to the note, and if you can carry on the principles you learned when you were bopping onto the full length note, you will have a good articulation with a good all-around note. So you're practicing wrong if you're letting yourself just miss notes, and the beginning of notes specifically, when it's as easy as this to fix it. You just have to spend a little bit of time. With this small amount of time, I promise you will see improvement. For this page, we will be doing line 1 through 5 at 90 beats per minute, and then line 6 and 7 will be at 80 beats per minute. As you hopefully will practice this throughout the week or however the pace you're going through this book, I hope that you will continue to practice correctly and stop letting yourself make these small mistakes that are so easily corrected with just a little bit extra effort. These online video lessons are great, but they don't replace one-on-one private lessons. If you would like to take a lesson with me, check the description down below. If you're not in my area, online private lessons are completely doable and we can make a ton of progress together. If you have any questions, comment down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. Go make life musical, and I'll see you in the next one.